Okay, a bit of rain out there across the north coast today. Generally speaking, less than a quarter of an inch has fallen for most locations. A few spots picked up a little more than that, half of an inch to 3/4 for various locations. I think we've just seen the brunt of the moisture the last couple hours, as it will continue to taper off through the evening. But look at all the moisture streaming across the north coast. Some moderate returns showing up here in the last several hours. Produced some pretty good rainfall out there. Some locations, again, at or just over half of an inch of precip for the 24-hour period. As temperatures cooled, mid-50s at the coast, low 50s out across the interior. Neeland, 44 there. Way cool, and in the clouds through the day. Again, we'll look at the rain continuing to taper off here through the evening hours. A few lingering showers into tomorrow morning, likely, but for the most part, tomorrow will be break day between frontal systems. Here's a look at our 24-hour totals as of 4 o'clock. We've seen a little more since then, but at least in South Eureka, the rain is winding down at this point. Half of an inch on the fringe locations, Garberville and up in Brookings. Almost a half of an inch in Willow Creek. 1500ths on Humboldt Bay here, with Trinidad checking in just over half of an inch on the day. Again, we'll look for light shower activity to continue. Hit or miss type showers on and off through the night here. The bulk of the energy in the center of circulation passed to our south, coming ashore across Sonoma and Mendocino County, where they saw from 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches of rain here today. Extended all the way south to Santa Barbara with a bit of rainfall. Here's the scattered shower activity for tonight, as the frontal boundary has cleared the coastline at this point. Brief break by tomorrow afternoon, more rain on the way by late Thursday into Friday and Saturday and maybe beyond, as we see a wet pattern setting up for the weekend. Here's a look at that slug of moisture coming ashore across the west coast through the day today. Snow levels in the local mountains sit at about 4,000 feet. Some valleys have some cold air trapped in them, and their snow levels are a little lower. But generally speaking, we won't look for much accumulation until you get up to about 4,000 to 5,000 feet, which is up near the tops of the local mountains. Again, the energy expected to wind down through the night. Still a few showers to contend with here this evening, possibly even into tomorrow morning before we see the pattern changing. Computer models were pretty accurate, bringing in the moisture to our south through the day, turning to showers tonight into early tomorrow morning. And then we'll see the moisture piling up again just to our north by late Thursday into Friday. That system looks like it'll be more of a northern California event, with temperatures tonight in the mid to upper 40s at the coast, mid to low 40s out across the interior. Tomorrow's highs, again, in the mid 50s at the coast, low 50s out across the interior. Slightly warmer than today, as we'll see some breaks in that cloud cover through tomorrow afternoon. We do have a gale warning up with hazardous sea advisories. That was a mouthful. As well here through the night, but by tomorrow we'll look for no advisories. Winds out of the south, 5 to 10 knots. The swell westerly, 10 to 12 feet. A little bit of lumpy conditions in the offshore waters as rains taper off tonight into tomorrow morning, only to return by late Thursday into Friday and continuing into the weekend. We should get a bit of a break on Sunday, but that's kind of iffy at this point. So believe it when you see it, as we'll be back into the wet once again come early next week. Taking a look right now at our 3-degree contestant for tonight, Micah Holmes of McKinleyville. Wins a desk clock from Corky over Redwood Coast Cellular, which means there's $90 in the prize pool for Nancy Sanders in McKinleyville. We'll see how that one plays out coming up tomorrow night.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
And now Manny Machado joins us with sports. And Manny, what you working on tonight?
The North Coast Section playoffs get underway tonight, and high school girls basketball, Eureka and Dillon are both taking to the court. But in return, the CR men's basketball team is getting ready for the postseason, and it's the final week of the regular season for Humboldt State basketball. Stay with us. Sports is next.
Weather 24 hours a day, go to KIEM-TV.com and click on the weather webcast for your North Coast weather and forecast. Brought to you by Blue Lake Casino.